Hello, my name is Elvira, or you can just call me Elvi. In this video, I will talk about 5 games that I have played on my Nintendo Switch. I don't own a Switch 2 though, so I haven't played the famous Pokopia yet. How the frick do you say that? The way they are forcing us to buy a Nintendo Switch 2 is low-key mean. And I will share my honest opinions on all of these different cozy games. First game is SpiritTea. It's a moderately well-known indie live sim game. SpiritTea compares to games like Stardew Valley and Spirited Away. It's available on PC, Switch, and Xbox. In this game, you're basically new in a small town where you're going to focus on writing your book and getting to know the residents. But there's a catch. The residents convey that there's unusual, scary things happening around town. You'll soon meet a spirit cat and learn that it's actually lost spirits that are making mayhem. You will be able to customize your home, dress up in different outfits, go fishing, like alone or with an acquaintance/friend. As part of getting the naughty spirits in line, you will clean up and fix up the bathhouse up on the mountain. It's a pretty stressful job, but it's worth the hassle. Every spirit you meet through the town quests will have their own individual stories, and it's rewarding to see them appear in the bathhouse. One of my favorite things about this game is the hilarious dialogue. The cat spirit has no filters, so get ready to get roasted. In December 2025, it was posted an update regarding the game. New spirits, animal statues, NPC portraits, etc. There are more options regarding customizations with the character and house. A supposed promise ring will be available in one of the town's stores. They fixed up some bugs, so the game should run more smoothly. And regarding the updates, like personally, I got genuinely surprised how much of a change it actually gave the gaming experience. The cons of this game is the fact that I don't really help you out much. Very little introduction. You're kind of left in the dark when it comes to finding out what to do, like what you're supposed to do and how to do things. Sometimes I forget where I have left my cleaning supplies, or other items. So then I'm in the worst case scenario, having to search around the entire map to find these things. It's also very easily to accidentally sell some of your main items because you can click so easily wrong there if you're doing things a bit fast or just clicking the wrong button. It's also easy to accidentally sell some of your main items. Especially annoying if you were actually supposed to donate them to one of their shrines, but fortunately you're able to buy them again. General overview with the game. One of the best games I have ever played in my life. I have almost 50 hours in SpiritTea, and that's just the beginning. I'm going to keep playing this game. I love it a little bit too much, and I don't want to get disappointed when playing other games. It's hard sometimes out there. Then we have Mondealy. That's apparently how you say it. An indie narrative-driven RPG that is well known within the cozy gaming community, but that hasn't really hit the mainstream population yet. Available on PC, Switch, PlayStation 4 and 5, and Xbox. It's a 2D adventure with beautiful graphics and rich story. It's like a pixel art-ish type of thing, so if you're into that, you're gonna like this. You play as Michael, a newly unemployed man who seems to be lacking purpose. Early in the story, Michael throws a brick around to have fun inside the abandoned tower he had taken shelter in while it was raining. but then he falls through the floor. He tries to locate a way out, but he eventually gets knocked over and kidnapped to the hidden town beneath Mondealy. Here, he meets people with animal-like appearances. These creatures, or these people, they live separately from the regular people living up in Mondealy. You're gonna get invested in several different mysteries surrounding the people and the town you accidentally learned even existed. The choices you make do matter to an extent, because if you decide not to help someone, they will most likely not get helped by anyone else. The game is replayable due to the intriguing story, making other or better choices and fascinating characters. I easily fell in love with several of the characters, and I appreciated the way they made me invested emotionally. Next one is Cozy Grove. You probably heard of it already. Pretty well known. It's available on Switch, PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox, and PC. You play as a spirit scout on a haunted island where you will camp and help out spirits to move on, to the other side, And get ready to meet the bears.
Nice to meet you.
Well, mostly. We do have Flamey. He will eat anything you give him, so get ready to have some fun with that. And you will also meet imps, bugs, fishes, things you can collect and make things out of. This might be a bit confusing though, regarding the bear issue, because that supposed Captain Snout is even a bear. What? Isn't that a seagull? There's lots of upgrades, secrets, events, and characters to explore. I found the badges and upgrades to be really motivating in the beginning, but after fully upgrading my tent, I lost the spark. Was low-key disappointed because I couldn't get any more space in my tent. Maybe I'm just spoiled. Every holiday, there's events that could make it interesting, but I haven't been able to get back at it. One of my favorite concepts of this game is the cats. You put 3 things into the cat beacon inside your tent to lure a cat. The next day, a cat will appear. Unfortunately, the cats are only going to be pleased if you let them have an entire room to themselves. Well, except Rainbow Cat. But none of the other cats want to deal with that one, apparently. They have the references regarding furniture and food. At first, I hope to collect all the different types of cats available, but it's so annoying with the limitations. An update I would like to see is getting voice actors on the main bears in the story. I personally struggle to follow along all the backstories about each individual bear. And you will also notice that some of the other bears also do not actually look like bears, though. I guess it may be a little bit symbolism to how they think they are before they remember who they actually are, because you're helping them to remember who they actually are, because they are in their own fantasy before you need to look at this. Do you remember this? And somehow that's connected to another of the bears on the island, and then the pieces are gonna turn together in a puzzle, and in the end, they finally gonna understand who they are. And you will probably understand who they are before they do know who they are. And that's just part of the game. Pokemon Legends Arceus is only available on Switch because it was made to be on Switch, apparently. It's an adventure game. If you have played Pokemon Diamond and Pokemon Pearl, you will probably recognize the Sinnoh region. I got this game alongside when I bought my used Nintendo Switch 1. I just had it in storage for a long time. I didn't really reach for it because I didn't really know what to expect from it. So I just like played other games because I was like so crazy to finally own a Switch One. The first time, like for when it's been out for several years already. I'm glad I finally got some hours in it. I'm gonna be honest and just say that it can get a bit repetitive, but isn't that just the case with Pokemon games though? That it's supposed to be a bit repetitive. You're supposed to do a lot of the same stuff all over again, just trying to collect as many Pokemon as possible. When I was a kid, I was not gifted a Nintendo DS, which means I didn't get to play those first available Pokemon games when I was a kid. I'm a 90s kid, just for reference. In my 20s, I was gifted a Nintendo DS by my ex, and it was Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate DC, which is a bit ridiculous because it's a game with the DS, and that's fine. But I ended up hating the game. So now I'm like stuck with this stupid ass, really stupid Nintendo DS with a game I don't even want to promote. No hate to those who like that game. It was just not my taste, and I was not having the patience for that type of game. If he really knew me, he would have bought me a Pokemon themed DS, Zelda one, or a pink one. Not this. I really hope he's not watching this. What? But like, come on. So basically, can we just do anyone would like switch with me to another Nintendo DS? I would really appreciate just send comments or just DM me on in Instagram. I have the same username there, so we can just switch. If you really like Monster Hunter game, then we can just switch. Is that a deal? Okay, we kind of backtracked a bit. Okay, let's talk about the games. Sorry about that, guys. Some of the quests made me more annoyed than anything, especially the one where I'm not able to find the perfect size bezel. According to a Reddit post I found, several others had issues with this quest. Someone even stated that they did this quest last. Some other annoying things I noticed is that you need to be careful around certain cliffs and waters. Certain cliffs seems to be reachable with your Wyrdeer, a Pokemon you will access out to reach a certain point in the main story. But of course, we have too much faith in this Pokemon, because it's not actually capable of climbing up those small cliffs. Regarding the water issue, we apparently suck at swimming. Don't they learn swimming in primary school around these parts? Apparently, we will be able to access a Pokemon we can surf with later, though. So, and we will access also older Pokemon later that are gonna make life easier for us and stuff like that. But damn. The last game of today is called Cozy Cooking. So even in the game, they say it's cozy. Here you will. It's a cooking simulator, obviously. It's pretty straightforward with that. And the funny thing is, you look at the clients and they all look a little bit insane. Sometimes with like their accessories, and everyone has crazy hair apparently, like me. Pink hair, green hairs, purple, whatever. And whenever you're not able to give what they are asking for, they're gonna be really annoyed and they're not gonna be tipping you. Definitely. I feel like you can play this game when you are bored at the airport waiting for your flight, or if your train bus is like late. I would say it's a chill game, and I did actually enjoy it more than I thought I would. But I do have one complaint though, and that's the thing, that when you have reached like the limit with how far you can get with the points system or whatever, then you get then you don't get more points and you're not leveling up anymore, and then you can just keep going on researching and learning and finding out the other recipes and stuff like that. But why didn't they keep the point system to the end though? to it when you are. Why shouldn't you? Why are you at the top before you're even reached the end of the game? That makes no sense to me. It's a bit weird. You should actually still be leveling up or still getting points after getting to a certain point. So now I'm like stuck in that point where, oh, I'm at the top and I'm not gonna level up anymore. And now I'm just gonna find the recipes and do the same thing all over again, but not getting the satisfaction of actually getting any points. I'm not a fan of that concept, but what can you do? So please let me know if you want to get a part 2 of this gaming series, like with my honest opinions. If that's something you want to see, comment down below or just like the video or something. Then I will know. Because I already have one video I'm working on, like with the manuscript and everything. Let me know if you have played any of the games and what you think about them. You might have a different opinion than me, and that's completely fine because we're all different and we have different references and different lives. Some people have more time to play a game than others. Like for me, I don't really have that much time to actually play games because I work a full-time job and I train 6 times a week. And also I do yoga every day. And I need to make home-cooked meals every day, most of the time. And I need to be a little bit social with my friends. So sometimes I forget that they even exist. Life is lifing. I don't really have much time to do gaming. Sometimes, okay, I can one day maybe get an hour in or sometimes 2 hours. And if I have a day off, like today, I would be able to do a lot of that today if I would want to. But now it's super nice outside, so I should actually be outside in the sun and enjoying that. But I need to cover up my new tattoos though, outside, because I got new tattoos like for almost 3 weeks ago. So I need to be a bit careful with that. So I would need to wear a dress and cover up my arms until it's been a little bit later on down the line. Let me know what you thought about this video, and I really enjoyed making this video. It's been too long. Microphone, it's a game changer for me. It makes everything so much easier because the microphone on the regular phone is just not good enough, obviously. Have a nice day. I'm hoping to see you soon.